Welcome to Algebra 1. We are working in the second unit, solving equations and inequalities, and we're going to do this set of problems, equations with variables on both sides, including decimals and fractions. All right, they say solve for m. 12.6 plus 4m equals 9.6 plus 8m. So we want all our m's on one side. We would like them to be positive, so it's a good idea to take the 4m's away from the left side. If you do that on the left, you have to do it on the right. So we get 12.6 equals, because we're taking away 4m, it equals what was here, which was 9.6 plus 8m minus that 4m. So we took away the 4m from the left side, we're going to take it away from the right side, and we get 4m's left on this side. Now we're going to take the 9.6 away from both sides of the equation, so we get 12.6 minus 9.6. That will be 3. And to get 1m, we have to divide the 4m's by 4. If we do that on both sides of the equation, we get m equals 3/4. Now, in the original equation, if we put 3/4 in for m, we get 12.6 plus 3/4 of 4 is 3. Equals 9.6 plus 3/4 of 8 equals 6. This is 15.6. And this also is 15.6. So we showed that it is true that m has to be 3/4. We know our answer is correct. So we will enter it. 3/4. All right, solve for m on this, n. Solve for n. So, we've got 2 minus a half of n equals 3n's plus 16. If we move the negative 1/2 in, if we add 1/2 in, that will become 0. So we will have 2. 2 equals 3 plus a half is 3 1/2 n's plus 16. If I want my 16 to be on the left side, I'll have to take it away from both sides. Minus 16 leaves me with 3 1/2 n equals, take away 16 from 2 and you get negative 14. Now, I don't really like having halves, so one way to deal with that is I could just multiply both sides of the equation by 2. So 2 times negative 14 is negative 28. 2 times 3 1/2 is 7. And now I can isolate n by dividing by 7. That will give me n equals negative 4. So, this is the answer I think is true. Let's put it in the original equation and see what happens. We get 2 minus, if we're taking away half of negative 4, that's taking away negative 2. And then on this side, 3 times negative 4 is negative 12. Negative 12 plus 16 is 4. 2 minus a negative is addition, so 2 plus 2 is also 4, and we've gotten the same thing. We've confirmed that negative 4 has to be what n equals. And make sure you entered what you meant to, because the computer believes you. Got that one right. Let's do this next one. Solve for c. Okay. There's 5 c's on this side, 10 c's on that side. Let's put all the c's where they'll be positive. So 10c minus 5c is 5c. 13.5c on the right side of the equation. If we take the 13.5 away from both sides of the equation, it won't be on the right anymore. And we'll be left with 16.5 minus 13.5, which is 3. And then if we divide by 5, we'll have c alone. And that's 3 divided by 5. So 3/5. If we put that in our original equation to confirm, it's 3/5 times 5 equals 3. And then 10 times 3/5, the 10 and the 5 will reduce to 2 in the numerator, so 2 times 3 is 6. And we have 19.5 on this side, and we have 19.5 on that side, so yes, that's the true value of C. C is 3/5. Now this one, solve for D. We want D to be positive, so we'll take away 2 D's from 6 D's. That leaves us with 4D on the left. We don't want negative 11 halves here, so we'll add it to both sides. So now it'll be on the right side. 11 halves minus 13 halves is negative 2 halves. Now, negative 2 halves is negative 1. And if we want D to be alone, we'll divide by 4. That'll leave us with D. And if we divide by 4 on the left, we have to do the same on the right. So D is negative 1/4. Doesn't want to write for me. Negative 1/4.